Hello dear students, myself RANJAN NAYAK. Today I am going to discuss a delicate chapter, a letter to God. You all of know, the outbreak of COVID-19 causes so considerable effect on human beings. For this cause, we stand there to describe this chapter. Although it will some obstacle to us, still I try to understand the aiming of the prose. You must concentrate to the blackboard, a letter to God, the first prose of the English book. A letter to God is written by G.L. Fuentes. Before we reading the chapter, before we reading the prose, we will know about the author. Here, G.L. Fuentes has written the prose, but the full name of G.L. Fuentes of the author is Gregorio Lopez Fuentes. He was a Mexican novelist, short story writer, journalist, and also poet. He started his writing at the age of 15 when Mexican Revolution began. Most of his writings are related to social conflicts, revolution conflicts, but many of his books are seen clearly humorous, exciting, and symbolic facts. This was the introduction of the author. Now we will go the introduction of the chapter. A letter to God. What do you think? What do you think about the title? A letter to God. It means a person has first to write a letter to God for financial help. Yes or no? It may be yes. Because he has firm faith, he has blind faith on God. If we think deeply, a letter to God, it might laugh to us because we have not a firm faith on God. If we have a firm faith on God, we must writing a letter to God for any purpose, for any needy. The point of the chapter is, who is the person who writes a letter to God? Why did he write a letter to God? This is the fact. This was the introduction of the chapter. Now, before going to the chapter, we will analysis its something. You can concentrate me and the blackboard. A person has suffered three types of tragedy in his life. By the society, one is by the society, means circumstances, and other is destiny. The third one is individual activity. व्यक्ति ता जीवन तीन प्रकार ट्राजेडी की सम्मुखीन करी था, सोसाइटी द्वारा, डेस्टिनी द्वारा एंड इंडिविजुअल द्वारा। ए सोसाइटी द्वारा ए सोसाइटी लोक माने तब कि माने पजल पकानी जा फल से निजे ट्राजेडी सम्मुखीन करे। डेस्टिनी द्वारा निजर ओन डेस्टिनी द्वारा से बोध्य गाइडेड होता है। एंड लास्ट वन इज इंडिविजुअल एक्टिविटी। बट हियर a letter to God is a type of tragedy by Lencho, the central character of the chapter, who is faced by the destiny. Here we know Indian climate has guided the agriculture field. So the destiny, what type of destiny has caused so many suffer to Lencho? Open your books. The first stanza, I will discuss the first stanza. Before discussing the first stanza, I want to say the central character, Lencho. Who is Lencho? What was he like? Lencho, if you read the first stanza considerately, you know who is Lencho. Lencho is a simple-hearted man, a hard-working farmer who depended completely on his field to take care of his family. He worked, or he was working like an ox in his field. Still, he was a devotee. He was a devotee of God. He was an atheist who did not know there was such type of living self as a God who could help him money in the time of suffer. So you look at the blackboard, the first stanza, the house, the only one in the entire valley, sat on the crest of a low hill. From this height one would see the river, the ripe corn, dotted with the flowers that promised a good harvest. मुझे जो फर्स्ट आंसर कहूँगी ये फर्स्ट आंसर को वर्तमान डिस्क्रिप्शन करूँ लक्ष्य करो the house hyphen the only one in the entire valley hyphen set on the crest of a low hill. ये जो वाक्यटी ये वाक्य मझे दीटा हाइपेन अच्छी ये गोटे प्रश्न राइज कर माइंड रे ये हाइपेन कहीं देइछन राइटर व्हाई ही पुट्स ए नॉन डिफाइनिंग रिलेटिव क्लॉज रे who which a relative word को एवॉइड करी से हाइपेन यूज करछंती तुमको बुझियो पड़ियो या भीतर रिलेटेड वर्ड गुडा को अछि. सपोज आई विल गिव यू एग्जांपल. Rama is a student. He helps me a lot. एटू केमिति नॉन डिपेंडेंट रिलेटिव क्लॉज देख लेखुची हाइपेन देख लेखुची एटा नजर करो. राम सब्जेक्ट मुठी राम ऊपर हाइपेन देली. helps me a lot हाइपेन देली ए स्टूडेंट. एई बोली पैटर्न ले से फास्ट बागडा को राइटर लिखिसंती. राम helps me a lot a student. ठीक से बोले. The house, the only one in the entire valley, sat on the crest of a low hill. The house, the only one in the entire valley, entire means whole, sat on the, sat means situated, sat means situated on the crest Note down it because it is difficult words. Crest. Crest means at the top part. You look the first sentence. The house which was situated. The house which was situated on the crest of a low hill or on the top part of a low hill. The only one in the entire village. गोटे घर लेंचोर घर जोटा कि समग्र भैली भितर गोटे थिला जहाँ छोटिया पहाड़ ऊपर अवस्थित थिला. Do you understand the sentence clearly? I said again. Lencho, a farmer, a hard-working farmer who lived in an isolated house which was on the crest of a low hill. Then, from this height, one would see the river, the ripe corn, dotted with the flowers that promised a good harvest. From this height, means from this place, one would see such type things, the river, the natural things, the river, the ripe corn, dotted with, the phrasal verb dotted with, means scattered over an area. ए डॉटेड विथ रे कि गोटे सेंटेंस मध्ये तुम तैयार कर पारियो. डॉटेड विथ माने होची बिछुरित होई रहिबा. One example, the seeds, as it is phrasal verb, you can use it as a verb. The sea is dotted with the sea. समुद्र रे जहाज गुड़िक विच्छुरित हो रही. तेणु ये मुझे डटेड विथ को नहीं गोटे सेंटेंस टे लिखिपारे. बर्तमान देख, from this height one would see the river, the ripe corn, dotted with the flowers. They are promised. Here promised means प्रतिश्रुति दबा नुहे. Here promised means sword. Promised means sword. प्रदर्शन करेगा. माने एई हाइट रु जने देखि पारुथिला जे तार शस्य क्षेत्र कोन प्रदर्शन करूची. ए वर्ष भलो अमलता को दबो. काहा को? लेंचो को. The river, the ripe corn scattered over an area with flowers, dotted with flowers, were clearly seen from this height. So, आज ये नेक्स्ट क्लास रे I will discuss the next chapter.